Paradigm says they've spent the past year working to move forward, and they aren't alone.
Middleton police and the other first responders who were on the scene that day say they're trying to do the same. Only on News 3 Now this morning, Christina Laurie is talking with Middleton's police chief, who's issuing a call to action for lawmakers this morning. Christina?
Josh and Leah, after that shooting, Officer Chuck Folk wrote a letter to the community saying that we cannot let this become the new normal. In a Facebook post this morning, you said you're mistaken. It has become the new normal, and it's simply unacceptable. So what next? What do you want lawmakers to do?
That's the one thing I would say I've been really disappointed with in the last year is just the increasing frequency of these active shooter, violent killer incidents. August, I think, kind of highlighted, just how terrible that these incidents are all over our country. And I do think there are some common sense gun laws that can be enacted, and I am very supportive of those.
Like what?
Well, universal background checks, I think, are a no-brainer. There's just no reason that people should be able to use loopholes to obtain firearms if they are not legally able to do so. And in this case, the shooter built his own guns because he was not legally able to purchase firearms. But doing background checks on for gun shows and buying a firearm from your neighbor or something, they should have the same scrutiny as buying from a federally licensed firearm dealer. I would also like to see red flag laws, and the devil's in the detail with those. I understand some of the concerns about them. I think that that's going to be introduced into our legislation soon here in Wisconsin. And I would like to see what the details are of that and have a vigorous debate, but it's my understanding it may not even be brought to the floor, and that's very frustrating to me.
What would you say to any lawmakers who weren't there the day of the shooting and might disagree with you?
Well, I get that people disagree, and it's a really emotional issue. We're not talking about Second Amendment rights here. We're not talking about the right to own a firearm. We're talking about some common sense constraints on people that shouldn't have firearms. For people to say that some of these proposals would not work, I would simply say that nothing is working right now. The status quo is not acceptable, and we need to do something about it.
Thank you very much for talking to us this morning.
Yep.
Thank you for your response that day, and thank you for your 38 years of service to Middleton. Officer Folk is retiring at the end of the calendar year. Josh and Leah.
Thank you.
All right, Christina Laurie with the exclusive interview this morning. Christina, thank you very much.